Have you ever wondered why some men seem to be cold and distant when it comes to women, even if they are beautiful and interested in them? These men are not timid or insecure. They are Sigma males, the rarest and most independent type of men who follow their own path and standards. Sigma males are not easy to get or keep. They have high expectations and criteria for themselves and their partners. They are not afraid to walk away from a relationship if they feel it is not fulfilling or compatible with their way of life. But why do Sigma males ignore women? What makes them lose interest and distance themselves from women, even if they are attractive and interested in them? In this video, we are going to reveal the 10 common reasons that explain this behavior. Now, let's get started. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Failure to make her happy. Let's mention an important reason why Sigma men sometimes seem distant from women. It's all about unspoken expectations. You see, these men are not mind readers. They rely on direct communication. Think of it this way. A female Sigma man may want something from his partner, but he doesn't say it out loud. Perhaps he expects her to do something for him without telling her what he wants. The interesting thing is that Sigma men don't magically know what's on a woman's mind. Therefore, if she is not clear about what she wants, he may be disappointed. It's like trying to solve a puzzle without all the pieces. He may even think that she is not good enough for him, or that she wants things that he cannot understand. That's when things get difficult. He starts to lose interest. It's not that he doesn't care, it's just that he doesn't know how to fulfill his expectations when they are not clearly stated. If you are faced with such a situation, remember that open and honest communication is a superpower. Don't be afraid to tell her what you want, because this is the key to keeping her interest alive. Feeling controlled or losing personal space, which is essential for Sigma men's independence. Now let's dive into another important reason why Sigma males might seem a bit distant when it comes to women. It's all about their need for personal space and independence. You know, Sigma males value their freedom and autonomy like treasure. They're the type who chart their own course in life. They don't like being told what to do or how to live. Just imagine this scenario. A woman enters the picture and starts trying to control things, maybe telling him how to spend his time or dictating what he should or shouldn't do. Well, that's like waving a red flag to a bull. It triggers a sense of suffocation, like taking away the air they need to breathe. These guys need that alone time to recharge their energy and pursue their passions. When someone tries to clip their wings, they start feeling trapped. They start questioning if they can truly be themselves around this person. And that's when they start to pull away. It's not that they don't care about the woman, it's just that their independence is their lifeline. So if you're getting close to a Sigma male, remember that giving him that breathing room is crucial. Let him be who he is, and you'll find that he'll be more likely to stick around and share his world with you. Dealing with excessive jealousy and negativity, causing stress and unhappiness. Now let's examine another intriguing reason behind why Sigma men appear distant around women, and this time it's all about the emotional atmosphere. As you can see, Sigma men are all about positivity and self-confidence. They are confident in themselves and do not seek approval from others. Imagine this: a woman who constantly feels jealous or expresses negativity, perhaps even doubting his actions or choices. Not that he doesn't care about her feelings, but he prefers to be around optimism and constructive feelings. Constantly dealing with jealousy or negativity can feel like carrying a heavy burden. It drains his energy and makes him wonder why he is subjected to this emotional weight. She may begin to question whether she is being understood or whether she is contributing to the happiness of this relationship. And guess what happens? If she starts to feel weighed down, she may step back to find a lighter emotional space. Not that she can't handle difficulties, but she believes in focusing on the positive side of life. So if you are with a Sigma man, remember that your attitude can be a game changer. Choose to be a source of positivity and light, and you may find him drawing closer instead of pulling away. Feeling unheard or ignored, contrary to Sigma's need for respect. Now let's look at another interesting reason why Sigma men seem distant around women. This time it's all about being understood and valued. You know, Sigma men are thoughtful and understanding. They have a wealth of knowledge and ideas that they want to share. Imagine this: a woman who doesn't pay attention to what he says or ignores him. This is like a slap in the face to his intelligence. Not that she is constantly seeking approval, but she believes that meaningful conversations are like a bridge between hearts. If she shares her thoughts and they are ignored, these conversations feel like falling into an abyss. He may begin to feel unappreciated, as if his point of view is unimportant. And that's when he starts to withdraw from himself. It's not that he's withdrawn, he just wants his thoughts and ideas to be respected. So if you are in a relationship with a Sigma man, remember that being present and attentive during conversations is like a currency of connection. This is a way of showing that you value his mind as well as his heart. When he feels this respect, you may find that he becomes closer rather than further away. Lack of trust. As trust is vital for Sigma men, doubt can lead to emotional distance. Now let's unravel another layer of the mystery behind why Sigma men seem distant around women. And this time it's all about the foundation of trust. You see, Sigma men are like solid rocks when it comes to loyalty and commitment. They can't stand mind games or trickery. They prefer honesty and authenticity. Imagine this: a woman doubting him or accusing him of things he didn't do. This is like a crack in the trust they have built. For them, trust is like the glue that holds a relationship together. So when this glue starts to weaken, this is a disturbing sign. The man may wonder why he cannot see the woman's loyalty, which can lead to feelings of hurt and betrayal. Trust is like a fragile glass to him. Once shattered, it is difficult to put the pieces back together again. And guess what? When trust starts to falter, emotional distance can come in between. It's not that he doesn't understand her concerns, it's just that he believes that trust is the backbone of every relationship. So if you're with a Sigma man, remember that trust is a two-way street. If you give your trust freely, he is more likely to approach you. If you doubt, he may find himself pulling back. Mismatch in understanding the need for alone time, leading to stress and arguments. Now let's examine another possible reason why Sigma men seem distant around women. And this time it's all about the delicate balance of personal space. You know, Sigma men are like introverted explorers. They need their alone time to recharge and recalibrate. They thrive in those moments of solitude when they can wander undisturbed in their thoughts. Imagine this: a woman who doesn't fully understand the man's need to be alone or who constantly invades his space. It is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Her need for solitude is not a reflection of her feelings for him. It is simply part of her nature. When this space is occupied, it is like interrupting a delicate dance. It can lead to feelings of stress and resentment. Imagine someone stepping on your toes while you are trying to dance. It's not that she doesn't want to be around him. She just needs that personal space to find her balance. So if you are with a Sigma man, remember that giving him space is not a rejection. It is a recognition of his need for harmony. Not getting the respect she deserves causes dissatisfaction and doubt about the relationship. Now we'll move on to another layer to understand why Sigma men keep a certain distance from women, and this time it's all about the cornerstone of respect. You see, Sigma men are like pillars of respect. They hold themselves to high standards and expect the same from their partners. Imagine this: a woman doesn't give him the respect he believes he deserves. This is like a crack in the foundation of their bond. Respect is like the air a man breathes. It is fundamental and non-negotiable. So when this respect diminishes, it can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction. He may question why he invested in a relationship that does not honor his own worth. Respect is not just a word to him, it is a reflection of how much someone values him. And guess what happens? When respect wanes, suspicion can creep in. It's not that she's constantly looking for praise. She just believes that respect is the cornerstone of any partnership. So if you're with a Sigma man, remember that respect is a currency of connection. Not seeing a future of marriage or long-term commitment. Now let's uncover another layer of the conundrum as to why Sigma men can be aloof when it comes to women. This time it's about the journey to commitment. You see, Sigma men are not commitment phobic. They are open to the idea of settling down with the right person who shares their aspirations and values. Imagine this: a woman who doesn't quite share his vision for a long-term commitment such as marriage. It's like two puzzle pieces that don't quite fit together. The man is not looking for a casual fling. He is looking for a meaningful and deep connection. When they part ways on this journey of commitment, it can lead to feelings of uncertainty. He may wonder if they are really on the same page, if their futures match up. Commitment is not just a word to her. It is a promise of shared dreams. And the thing is, when the roadmap to commitment is not compatible, she may prefer a different route. This doesn't mean she rejects the relationship. She just recognizes that their paths may go in different directions. So if you are with a Sigma man, remember that common goals are like anchors of connection. If these goals are synchronized, you may find him moving in closer rather than distancing. Feeling that the relationship has become too family-orientated, violating their privacy and autonomy, let us now examine another intriguing reason why Sigma men have a distant attitude towards women. This time it is all about finding the right balance between personal and family life. As you can see, Sigma men have a strong sense of autonomy. They value their privacy and independence. Imagine this: a woman who prioritizes family activities or a woman who constantly involves him in family matters. It's like combining two paths going in opposite directions. Although not antisocial, she is more inclined to keep her personal life separate from her family life. She values her own space and autonomy as much as anyone else. When his privacy is violated, it is like a breach of his emotional fortress. He may feel that his personal boundaries have been overstepped and his independence threatened. Family is important to him, but not at the expense of his own identity. The interesting thing is that when he feels that his personal space has been invaded, he may start to back down. This is not because he is rejecting his family. He is simply protecting his individuality. So if you are with a Sigma man, remember that respecting his personal boundaries is like nurturing the roots of the bond between you. When these roots are strong, you may find that he comes closer to you. Dealing with a partner who is overly dependent and self-sufficient, causing frustration and imbalance. Now let's examine another layer of the complex puzzle behind why Sigma men seem distant around women. And this time it's about finding balance in partnership. You see, Sigma men are self-sufficient and independent. They pride themselves on their ability to overcome difficulties on their own. Imagine this: a woman who relies heavily on her man, expecting him to fulfill all her needs and solve all her problems. This is like adding weight to one side of the scale, causing an imbalance. Although she is not against supporting a partner, she believes in a partnership of equals. When the relationship becomes one-sided, it can lead to feelings of frustration. He may question why he alone carries the burden of the relationship on his shoulders. Independence is not just a word to him, but a value he cherishes very much. And here's the thing: when Libra leans in too far, he may start to back down. It's not that she doesn't want to help, it's just that she believes in a shared partnership where both contribute equally. So if you're with a Sigma man, remember that balance is like the rhythm of your connection. When this rhythm is harmonious, he will be more positive towards you. So, there you have it. A deeper look into the fascinating world of Sigma males and the reasons behind their occasional moments of distance. These insights aren't meant to label or stereotype, but rather to shed light on the complex dynamics that shape relationships. If you found these insights valuable, don't hesitate to share this with your friends who might be intrigued by the mysteries of the Sigma male archetype. And remember, relationships are an evolving journey where understanding and empathy pave the way to deeper connections. Thank you for joining us in unraveling the enigma of Sigma males. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, may your relationships thrive and your connections grow stronger. Take care.